This is the Talk Wrestling Radio Network. All the wrestling with none of the ego.
Jabba Radio. Jabba Radio. Jabba Radio. Wrestling podcast featuring Rom and Bomber and Rab and the one, the only Peanut. Jabba Radio.
You could just masturbate right there in the middle of the office and nobody would ever know.
No, there are cameras.
Okay.
I mean, the cameras aren't here to stop me from masturbating. They're here to stop me from stealing things.
They're like, Rab, we want to call you. And you're like, was it when I masturbated? No, you took a pen home.
Hey, everybody, and this is Jabba Radio episode number 14. We've gone on longer than I thought. This is about 13 episodes more than I thought we were going to achieve, to be honest with you. But as you can hear, Peanut once a fucking again. This is what? Is this the third show, guys? That he's not
third
here?
show. Yep.
And he said that he was going to be on like an hour and a half ago, maybe 2 hours ago, and he's no show. But we have Matt, Zion, and Rab, who, by the way, first we're going to Rab because he's at work and he's dialed in. What's going on besides work, dude?
Well, you know, I saw that you guys were in need, an emergency need, so I may or may not be at work.
Oh, gotcha.
I may or may not be on the job right now. If you guys hear random dings and beeps and shit
Fire
going
alarms
on in the background, I'm sorry, I can't silence those because that's slightly more important than this. See, there was one right there. I just heard one.
Yep. Slightly more important. I don't know about that.
Slightly more important than this.
Anyway, we
So-
got Matt Zion.
Wait, I'm not done. Also,
Jesus Christ.
also, I would like to say Peanut sucks.
Oh, yeah.
I managed to be here even though I may or may not be at work.
Hey,
So-
hey, I feel you, Rab. I am also at work.
Oh, shut
Oh,
up.
my God.
I am. I'm working all the time. I'm a YouTube celebrity. I am probably an A-lister at this point. I mean,
Oh, my
I'm
God.
almost as important as Epic Mealtime and Smosh.
Oh,
But,
I'd also like to mention real quick that because I may or may not be at work, this podcast is now the property of a large IT company.
Corporation.
We're probably going to get sued for this.
I even put off. This is how stupid Peanut is. I even put off a commitment to my penis to masturbate tonight, to be
Wow.
here with you guys. So
That's a big deal, I think.
I'm probably still gonna take care of that commitment as well as this one.
Yeah, we're only on
So
for
if you
now.
hear any beeping or buzzing or any sounds, there's nothing I can do about it either.
Oh, my God. Yeah, so this is Job Radio 14, episode 14, and we got to give our thoughts on Wrestlemania 29. 29. Everybody's watched it. I saw most of it. I didn't see the pre-show, that is. I didn't see the pre-show. What are your thoughts, overall impressions on the big Wrestlemania?
I think
I don't
Rab,
even-
go on this one first. Go for it, Rab.
I don't even remember that thing.
Jesus.
Was
you
there a
drink?
WrestleMania? I remember something about, I don't know, like some old guy fighting some other guy. Who cares? I'm really, it's too late. What happened? That was like 2 weeks ago, and
It was. Or 3 weeks. Oh, wait.
Alright.
Yeah.
it was 2 weeks ago, 3 Raws ago.
Well, were you
Yeah.
like me though, Rab? Like I actually enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to, but I think it's because I had such low expectations. Even though I didn't think it was that great of a WrestleMania, I still
When I
found
was
myself at
watching
least
it, I was thinking, Rami's gonna have enjoyed this more than he thought he was going to.
Yeah.
Actually, no, for real. I really was thinking, I'm like, this is not as terrible as Rami thought it was going to be.
What? Literally, I don't know why this is bad, but I thought the same thing.
What?
That means we think of you. That means we think of you while we're talking.
I just had. I mean, I enjoyed it for the wrong reasons though. Like besides Punk and Taker, I also like Fandango and Jericho.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it because our friends all sat there and picked it apart and just had fun making fun of how crappy it was. Because comparing to any of the last like 5 years of WrestleManias, it was one of the shittier ones in recent memory.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought Cena and Rock was almost as bad as Orton and Triple H. It was just a little bit better because the crowd kind of woke up for the last 10 minutes of way too many spots. It was just like, oh, let's try to hit our finishers 80 million times because that's, WrestleMania.
It's dramatic.
Oh, it was awful. I thought Cena and Rock was just awful. But Lesnar and Triple H was a lot of fun because Lesnar was just fucking crazy. Hey, I'd said that. I predicted that, right? I said that Lesnar would be the only reason why that could be fun.
I thought there'd be more blood. I thought there was going to be more blood.
Yeah, I don't think they did any of the previous blood on purpose, though.
Yeah, I know.
Punk and Taker was badass. That was a great match. But then again, though, I didn't once go on a near fall because I knew Taker was going to win. So that was one of the things that hurt the match, even though it was the best match of the night. And pretty much everything else was completely forgettable. So that was WrestleMania.
I completely...
I know, the 6-man tag I'm sure you spooged over.
Oh, what? I wasn't even going to bring that up. Thank you very much. I wasn't going to bring that up. I was going to say I was severely disappointed in one thing, that the tag team match of the Funk... what are they called? The Funk...
Tons of Funk
did not compete against the Rhodes Scholars. I was kind of pissed off at that.
Glad that shit got canned.
Kind of disappointed, but on the high note, that 6-man tag was pretty good. Just want to say that.
That was fun. It was stupid though. Why did they force that combination to go against the Shield? Ryback should have been in that match. It made no sense to not have him in that match.
They just wanted 2 big guys, I think, just to go at it and just. I'm surprised as fuck that Ryback did not win though.
Especially with their plans afterwards, which is one of my rants we're gonna have to talk about.
Yeah.
Which you're gonna have to explain to me because I haven't seen anything.
I will. Oh, I will. Rab, you're gonna be with me on this one, by the way, because you and me are very big on logic, and when they throw it out the window, we get very upset. Me more than you, but you still get upset too. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
But yeah, overall, I would say this. I don't know what the worst WrestleMania is off the top of my head, but I would say this is probably in the bottom 5.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
I don't think it was the worst thing I've ever seen, but it definitely didn't have the huge spectacle that I've seen in the past.
It felt like a SummerSlam.
Yes,
SummerSlam.
Yes, it did.
Or maybe a Backlash.
There was no match that felt like that big
WrestleMania. It felt better than a Backlash, but it felt like a SummerSlam.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But, all right. We are actually doing this on a Monday night after Raw, which we usually don't do. So we actually are kind of fresh on some content, and we're going to bring up some Raw shit that we watched. And I know Rav hasn't seen it because he's may or may not have been at work. But what do you think of their direction of Raw tonight? Anything go down that you liked, didn't like?
Okay, I'm gonna have to just rant because it all kind of leads into itself. So I guess we're gonna start the Raging Roundtable now. So
all right, well, let's do it.
Well, enough is enough, and it's time for a change.
It all starts with they did the Mark Henry Ryback match at Mania, right? Okay, and they had to have had an idea that they're going to do Ryback versus Cena. This is what they've been building towards. They had it in their notes. They're like, this is what we're going to do. Why in the fuck did they protect Mark Henry in that match and give Mark Henry just a default win when they know Ryback's going to be the one to go on and face Cena? That does not make any goddamn sense whatsoever. Now, it could have made sense because then they had Henry come out on the Rafter WrestleMania thing, or what are they calling it, Raftermania?
Yeah, something bullshit like that.
All right, so I thought they were setting up a Mark Henry, Ryback, John Cena thing. That's what I thought we were going to get, like a triple threat. Okay. That's the direction. They had Mark Henry hold up the belt after he put Cena down. They had Ryback hold up the belt after he put Cena down. So, it just looked like that's where they're going. Well, now they've completely dropped Mark Henry from anything to do with John Cena, and now Henry's randomly attacking Sheamus for no reason.
Yeah, aren't they? Isn't he teaming with Big Show? It looks like now. Are they going to start a damn tag team?
It looks like they're doing them versus Orton and Sheamus.
Oh my god.
So
that sounds very
awful.
boring.
Awful. So they've dropped Mark Henry, which would have been fine had Ryback beaten Mark Henry at WrestleMania. Now, Ryback has lost 7 pay-per-views in a row, right?
Really? Okay.
7
I didn't know that.
He has not won on pay-per-view at all, period. So, how is he a credible opponent for Cena? Well, there was one way they could have done it, and I'm letting go of the fact that they fucked up the Mark Henry thing. But he would, if you did a John Cena face tweener, whatever the hell Cena is. I call him the new age heel because he is a heel. I mean, he just is.
What?
He's a heel all the way. He's a different kind of heel because nobody ever likes him, but people always pay to see him get his ass kicked. You know, little kids want to see him win, but like the actual core audience of adults want to see him get beat up. So I've always said he's still a heel. He doesn't need to have a heel turn. He is a heel as is. Okay. But Ryback is super over with the fans, correct? Like when he comes out, they're chanting along. I mean, I would say, besides Cena and Punk, he's one of the most over faces they have. Which is why they put Ryback against, Punk when Cena got hurt. Mm-hmm. So, I could just see creative sitting there and they're like, man, we don't want to turn Cena heel. They're booing him a lot. Ryback's really over. Fans are they're really getting behind him. I mean, they really like him. Let's turn him heel. Yeah, sounds good. All right. The fuck? What is going on with this thing? Like, we couldn't have gotten a Ryback-Cena feud face versus face? That couldn't have made sense? Like, why is Ryback taking shot at fans all of a sudden? Which is what he did on Raw. He came out just like, you fans, shut up, you're all stupid. Yep. And then they gave him the cheap Foley heat by having him, tell Foley he's an idiot. What is going on with this? They're one of their most over. It's the same thing they did with CM Punk, and I don't understand it. Like, Punk is one of their most over guys, potential to be the most over guy, to sell the most merchandise, draw the most people, and they're like, let's turn him heel. Yep, sounds good. I like it. Why are they doing this to all their most over people? Somebody gets super over, and they immediately shut them down, and I don't understand it.
Ryback rules, man. Ryback rules.
I mean, I like Ryback right now, actually. I think he could be a decent heel.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
I do. I enjoy him. I enjoy him.
Has turned.
2 episodes ago, this guy hated Ryback.
That's not true. 2 episodes ago, I said that he had things that I liked going about him because as long as he wasn't a main event guy, I was fine with him. Well, the thing that I like about him now is he's a more entertaining wrestler than Cena. So in their feud, he's the one that's standing out and being decent. I don't know, and he's different. Seen him as a heel.
But I wish we had like audio archives, like a radio show does, so that we can go back and play. We can go back and play like Rami being like, he'll never be half the wrestler Goldberg is.
Hey, I'm sticking with that. I'm not saying that he is a better draw or a better overall performer than Goldberg was. Goldberg was way more over than he is. Ryback will never even touch Goldberg. I'm saying
Goldberg was more over because Goldberg was. But that doesn't mean Goldberg was a better wrestler.
Oh yeah, he was just.
I think he was.
Better.
I think he was. I haven't seen.
That guy.
Tell me a single Ryback match that's impressed you from a wrestling ability standpoint.
Tell me a single Goldberg match in his entire career that wasn't terrible.
I really enjoyed Goldberg versus Kevin Nash when Goldberg.
I was going to say that was one of the worst matches I have ever seen.
The taser match.
Because neither of them could very much.
Also, the Goldberg versus DDP was really good. I watched that on YouTube. I wasn't a fan of WCW at the time, but I went back and watched it. That was a great match. Mm-hmm. The main difference is people were very into Goldberg matches. Ryback has to start getting them to chant in order to have them behind him. But we're getting off topic here. The whole point is I don't understand what WWE is doing. I don't like, they keep having these potential money makers, people that could sell a lot of merchandise, because when you turn somebody heel, it kind of neuters their sales. That's why a lot of guys don't like turning heel. Well, what are they doing with this? I don't understand. Some guy comes along, he's the new like big it thing, and instead of pushing him to the moon, it's let's turn him heel. Yep, sounds good. Love it.
Do they have another big heel that could like step in against Cena at the moment though?
I thought Mark Henry and Cena feud for a pay-per-view or two was fine. Why are they forcing this Ryback turn out of nowhere?
Maybe they're thinking, okay, say we put Mark Henry against Cena, then what are we going to do with Ryback? Are we going to put him with Big Show? They couldn't do that. They couldn't.
Why not a triple threat? I was fine with it.
They could, but they already have a triple threat for the Ziggler title.
That has never stopped them once before. They have done many pay-per-views with multiple triple threats or four-ways or whatever.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I just like the logic behind it it's baffling to me because like they're basically neutering Ryback right now. It could have just been Ryback as a face with a problem with Cena who's a face, and they're gonna settle at face versus face. Would have been fine.
Yeah, but I mean, I definitely agree with the whole him losing to Mark Henry and then fucking that shit up. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't think a face versus face would be what they want as their main event for like Extreme Rule. I mean, I've seen it happen before, obviously with Rock and Cena and whatnot, but that's a whole different fucking story, though.
I think that's the only reason that they're doing this is because they figure in WWE logic, we just had, our Mania main event was a face versus face. Fans aren't going to want to pay to see another face versus face match. I call bullshit on that. It's just protecting Cena is what it is. And like Ryback, I liked the promo he had last week where he did his heel.
Oh, yeah.
That was a great promo, and it made a lot of sense. It explained it logically, unlike fucking TNA and their Aces 8 bullshit. Or Bully Ray, you tried to end my career for 2 years. I'm gonna join your stable. I was behind this the whole time. Fuck you, TNA. You're stupid bullshit. But like I don't know. It's so rushed, and Ryback is in his infancy. Anyway, he hasn't been with them that long as Ryback. So why are they forcing this heel turn? It just doesn't compute with me.
I give you that. That happens to be the longest Raging Roundtable segment, but I agree.
Well, yeah, but you gotta go now too.
I know. Brad, you got one?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm really mad that Raw is 3 hours long.
I knew it. This isn't the peanut. Come on. Peanut is.
No, I don't have one because I wasn't planning on being here.
Okay.
I wasn't prepared. I haven't watched Raw.
Okay.
Fucking Peanut. You know what? My Raging Roundtable is Peanut putting me in this situation where I had to come and just be here so that the show's not only two people talking to each other, because that's generally weird for some reason.
And you know what? And that's dedication, something that Peanut does not have.
So, and then everyone likes Peanut. Why do they like Peanut?
I know, he hasn't even been on the show in 3 shows, and everybody's like, Peanut for president and shit.
Like retarded people.
Oh, I mean, it's like Raw back in the day, though. They wouldn't give you Steve Austin until like the end of the show, and all he would do is come out and stun some people, building anticipation. They want Peanut to just come in at the end of the show and just give us all a verbal stunner.
And you know what? He's probably waiting in the wings, like, okay, they should be finishing up soon, and he'll log on. But anyway, all right, I do have one. It is called Them Fucking Up with Antonio Cesaro.
Okay, I'm with you.
What in the fuck is going on at this point in time?
I can counter your argument, though. I'm going to let you go, but I can tell you exactly what happened and why.
Counter? Really?
I tell you. I mean, I don't agree. I do agree with you, but I don't. I can tell you exactly what their logic and why he's getting depushed.
Really? Okay, well,
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, obviously, he wasn't on WrestleMania. He wasn't defending his title on WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And then right after WrestleMania, he's going to lose his title to Kofi Kingston, the most random fucking champion I've ever seen. He comes in, he's like the transition guy of the century. Like
King of the mid-carders.
Yeah. Like no reason. Out of nowhere, just comes in, hey, look, I'm going to win the U.S. title again.
Wasn't even on Raw, by the way, and Antonio Cesaro was. What the hell was up with that?
Yeah. And then tonight, I just watched it. He gets squashed tonight against R-Truth. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, why wasn't Kofi even on? If he's their champion, yet Cesaro lost last week and Cesaro's on. I don't get it.
I'm very sad to find out Cesaro's not the U.S. champion anymore.
Oh,
yeah,
you're just not finding out?
Well, yes.
Yeah, okay, well, yeah. Seriously, he lost to fucking Kofi. And, I mean, unless maybe something's up with Kofi not being able to go to the UK. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know how that worked out, but because I know they're in the UK tonight.
Yeah.
Or they were when they recorded it. But, no, I am, like, obviously a huge Antonio fan, and it seems like they're kind of, like, he just got squashed by R-Truth. You don't get fucking squashed by R-Truth.
Well, so did Wade Barrett, though. So,
yeah.
I mean, they have some boner for R-Truth and Kofi Kingston, two guys that, honestly, I like Kofi. I don't like R-Truth. But these guys shouldn't even be on Raw anymore or SmackDown. Let's give new people a shot here.
No, I mean, I think R-Truth I really like his wrestling. I really like his style, like, big time. He is a hit and miss guy. Either he's, like, really hot or he's just, like, the most random fucking guy on the roster. And right now, he seems like the most random guy on the roster.
Random, yeah.
But, like, when he was doing his stuff, when he was coming out dressed like Confederate shit and all that, he was amazing.
Was he ever amazing besides that, though? Because I can never remember a time when he was.
Like, for that whole month, he was like...
Yeah, but that's it. Like, what else has he done?
I mean, believe it or not, like, when he was in TNA, running for the TNA title,
okay,
I liked him.
Nobody cares about that.
I know you guys hate TNA, but I...
Yeah, but nobody cares about it. Nobody even remembers that he was there as Ron Killings.
I believe he was
He was really good. He was really good when he was rapping with Road Dogg.
Yeah, Road Dogg. Yeah. See, he was rapping with Road Dogg, and then he took a 10-year hiatus and came back.
No, he didn't take a hiatus. He just went.
Yeah, no, he was just gone.
He took a hiatus. You don't get it, son. You don't get it.
Yeah, I gotcha. But yeah, no. Basically, bottom line is, I am gonna be so depressed if they like push Antonio so far down that he's like irrelevant after he was showing so much potential.
I could tell. I mean, he's not done. I mean, anybody that thinks that, right now, like, that's it, this is the end of him, he's gonna get buried and done. He's still on Raw. You're done when they stop putting you on Raw, period, or periodically, like Ryder.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, do you want to know why he got depushed?
Well, of course. Yes, I want to know why. Yeah.
Jack Swagger. That was it. I mean, that's it. They can't have multiple people running around being anti-American, because that's exactly what Cesaro was doing before Swagger debuted this gimmick. And then that's it. I mean, it's like,
it's gonna piss me off.
I swear to you, that is exactly, because you can pinpoint exactly when they decided they weren't going to do anything with Cesaro anymore. It was the debut of Swagger's racist gimmick.
Wow. You know what? I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah,
it makes sense, and that's just gonna make me
sad.
sad.
It's gonna haunt you.
It is, because I strongly dislike Jack Swagger.
Yeah, I'm not a fan either.
Zeb's awesome. I hate Swagger.
Yeah, but, I wish they'd pick somebody else. We've said that before, though. Somebody else in Swagger's position.
I think like everybody on the planet has probably said that.
Yeah.
But anyways, I wanted to try to do something crazy tonight, and actually, we always do the negative roundtable, Raging Roundtable. I wanted to maybe like go around and everybody just say something, that they like something that's positive right now. We're always about the negative with the roundtables. Try to step it up a notch. First of all, does anybody have anything positive to say?
Yeah.
You do? Okay.
I think they're doing a lot of things right. The negatives are really, really noticeable, and I hate that. Like, it's okay to make mistakes. They're going to make mistakes. It's a big company.
Yeah.
But they are doing some things right. Like, Fandango is just going brilliantly right now, and they're taking baby steps with him. I like that they didn't turn him into a face over this quick little pop culture thing he has going on, because it's not going to last.
Yeah.
So it's good just to keep him, heel is a lot better for someone who's new. But yeah, Fandango's going great. I'm mad that they took away his the first girl he had. Now he's got that blonde girl. I like the other girl didn't show emotion or anything, and I thought that fit him better. And this new one's like smiling and dancing all over the place with him, and just, I don't know, she's too happy.
I haven't seen. Did they actually like say why they changed, or did they just straight do it?
They just straight did it, and that's it. Yeah.
Oh man, I think they could probably use something for that. They could do something for that.
Yeah, Fandango's going great. I think the Fandango Jericho thing's going great. I'm happy with that. I had another one I wanted to say I was enjoying too. I think Ziggler's going great, and I don't even care that he's losing every match he's a part of.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's you can tell that he's stepping it up to even another level. Seth Rollins' selling is godly right now, and I don't think he's going to be able to keep that up, because he is going to break his goddamn back doing it.
Yeah,
did you see him in that 6-man?
Yeah, he's a little hyped up. He's a little hyped up right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was fighting The Undertaker. So, I mean, that is, that's
probably, their last chance to do that, I'm sure. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's limited, and I'm sure this was just kind of like I would be surprised if Taker kept wrestling every couple, like a month or two or something, but did you notice Taker looks like he's losing a step a little bit?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't notice it at Mania, though, but I noticed it during this match. He looked like he couldn't really walk the ropes for Old School all that well. He kind of fell in his ass on that one. His flippy clothesline, he kind of just landed on his neck. he just even though it's awesome seeing him, I think he needs to slow down a little bit. He's trying to show that maybe he can keep up with the younger guys, but you got to slow down. But it was awesome seeing Undertaker on Raw. They need to do something like that every once in a while. Bring him out just every couple months, throw him in a 6-man, have him do a few moves, and everybody will be happy.
Yeah.
You think that might be some evidence that this might be his last year?
Yeah, I heard a theory somebody posted on a forum, which I thought made sense, that maybe he knows this is it. And it would make sense, because, I mean, going out of WrestleMania 30, could you ask for anything else than that? So, maybe he knows this is it for him, and, maybe he's still capable of wrestling, but he's just choosing to bow out. And if it is his last run, he might as well have a little mini run and do some matches, work with some people he wants to work with before he leaves, and he can leave with no regrets.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's exactly what this is. what other reason is there really for him to be showing up randomly on Raw and shit?
Yeah, I was surprised as hell. It's awesome the Shield got to fight him too, by the way. I was pretty pumped about that.
Yeah, Ambrose has to be just having the biggest boner in the entire
Oh.
planet last couple months.
Yeah, that's what I'm coming up on soon. Whenever I'm...
They lucked out.
Yeah.
WWE threw them into like the perfect spot for new people.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Rab, you got anything positive you got going on that you know about? What?
Rainbows.
Rainbows. Rainbows are positive.
Is this not the Rainbow Roundtable?
This is not the rainbow. We said we weren't going to call it the Rainbow Roundtable.
Rab, I'm with you. It's officially switched to the Rainbow Roundtable.
Jesus Christ.
The Rainbow Roundtable.
I like it. That's where we say positive things.
Oh, I hate you guys.
Where we
I
say
got a
po-
lot of complaints. I got a lot of complaints
Hey.
from fans saying that we didn't do enough positive talking. All we did was negative talking. So we need a Rainbow Roundtable.
You know, I agreed with that. I actually wanted to do this for a while to do a positive thing. But I was hoping that when we did it, like, I had anything to talk about. Because once again, I have no idea what's going on.
I wanted to do one, but now that we are doing one, I don't have anything positive to say.
I don't have anything positive, negative, neutral. Like, I really like wrestling.
Hey, man, at least you showed up.
I enjoy wrestling. That's what I got. This is my positive roundtable.
Good. Well,
Like, wrestling. Like, it's
Make-
really cool, and I enjoy it, like, in general, because I can only talk in generalities, because I haven't seen anything
Well,
since.
didn't you say you watched the Raw after WrestleMania?
I did watch the Raw after WrestleMania.
Was that not an awesome Raw?
It was an awesome Raw. It has nothing to do with the people who run WWE.
True.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you get a little bit of credit.
Like,
No, not really.
I've heard. See now you've made me think of something negative.
Oh, damn it.
Oh. Of that, I've heard that supposedly they want to do Raw next year in the Superdome.
Oh, I did hear that. Yes.
Why? Like, they're missing the point.
I heard that they basically want to have that like the
Yes, that works because you take 20,000 smarky ass people and throw them in a tiny ass arena.
Yep. He's right. 100%.
That's why it's better. That's why the environment's better there than it is at WrestleMania. Where at WrestleMania, the smarky ass people like myself and yourselves are watered down by the regular people who showed up at WrestleMania.
It's a business thing all the way. Like they're completely not understanding that the only reason that Raw is so good is it's the same people that just went to WrestleMania were like, fuck it, I'll stick around for an extra day. My flight isn't until Tuesday. I'll go see Raw. And because WrestleMania is in such a big stadium, they're still doing that at the WrestleManias. It's just a huge stadium and it doesn't sound as well. Like you still see them making, yelling with the signs.
It doesn't sound as well, and it's also WrestleMania is not just full of smarks only.
yeah.
A lot of them are though, but I get what you're saying though. It's just it's
I
a little
went-
more mixed.
I went, and it was definitely a more smarky environment.
Yeah.
At,
Yeah, because a normal fan doesn't want to do 2 wrestling shows in a row.
Exactly. It's more about, to me, or from what I've noticed, it's more about the people who went to WrestleMania and thought, you know what, I need more? I need more wrestling.
Yeah. Which normal people are like after one show. Well, fuck that. I'm done. John Cena won. I'm living the dream.
The dream. Fuck
Mhm.
John Cena, man. Oh no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that.
No, I mean he's fine. I can't stand the fact that that they're not willing to give him more of an edge. He can still be a babyface and have an edge.
Yeah, true, very true. But I legit, after Rock has lost the title, now that John Cena is the champion, and again, I have to say that it feels like, it sounds retarded maybe, I know, but it feels like the title's lost some of its oomph that it has had when The Rock was champion. I know everybody listening right now is like gonna flip the fuck out that I just said that.
I thought it lost its when Rock won it.
No,
I also thought it lost his when Rock.
it did. But I think now that The Rock lost it to Cena, it feels like, I don't know. It just feels like
could
Ziggler
that-
is the head
could
champion
stupid.
to me. I don't know why. It feels like he's the top guy right now.
Well, could that be because the feud they're having right now is stupid?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, possibly, and maybe the fact that like since Rock lost, like he just like disappeared right after he.
Well, did you
no fallout.
hear the interview that he just did like yesterday or a day before?
I did not hear the interview. You did yesterday.
So he finally answered. Like somebody had the balls to actually ask him all the questions, and he was completely honest with it. The guy asked him if he's done now. If that was his last match, was WrestleMania 29, and he said he said he doesn't know. He said maybe. That was his quote. He said maybe because I guess the original plan was he sat down with Vince at WrestleMania 27, and they outlined a plan for 3 WrestleManias. So I guess all that was planned out 3 years ago. And he said he did want to do the thing with Brock, but because he got hurt in 29, I guess he just feels like that may be it for him. Even though said he'd be maybe interested in fighting Brock.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking if he does one more match with Brock, that's definitely going to be the end for him. At least in-ring career, it's going to be done, which is smart for him because he did what he set out to do. He, won the fans back over. He pissed off when he alienated wrestling, and he keeps getting hurt in all the big matches. He might as well just kind of wrap it up. Yeah, but yeah, he said he might be done. So I was surprised when I heard him say that.
That would at least be a face versus heel match, at least if he fought Brock. That'd be decent.
Yeah, finally, right?
Kind of, even though everybody still would hate on The Rock.
Yeah, I think everybody would hate Rock and cheer for Brock, though.
Yeah, but I mean, that's interesting. I figured that he would never actually stop.
Yeah, I did. I mean, he's making so much money. He can't risk getting hurt during every movie.
That is true. He does get hurt every single time he comes back. Because he got hurt last WrestleMania too. But all right. Well, we did do. Wait, I haven't done my positive thing yet. Yes.
You mean your Rainbow Roundtable?
I haven't done my Rainbow. Even there's been a lot of negative in this Rainbow Roundtable, though. A little more negative than I expected.
Rainbow Round.
I'm about to turn it back up. It's about to be
double rainbow us.
Double rainbow time. Here we go. Boom. Nobody saw it coming. The Shield. Boom. They have been.
Everybody knew you were gonna say that. The Shield.
Yes. No. Seriously. They have. You have to agree that they have been used so good lately. Dean Ambrose. Let me tell you. Everybody knows I got a hard on for the guy. Everybody knows it's because he's a CZW wrestler.
You would sexually tickle his butthole.
I would do monstrous things to that. When I say monstrous, I'm not talking like I'm that big. I'm just talking about it would go down.
I don't even think he's the shining star of the team, though. I think Seth Rollins has been.
No.
Yeah, I do. I don't.
If anyone's been shining on that team, it's Roman Reigns.
You know what? I agree with you, Rab. It's either Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns that is the best of the bunch.
No.
No, I don't know about the best. I'm just saying that has been showing off the most.
We're trying to piss him off.
Probably been.
No. I agree that all three have been, in my eyes, all three have done their job very well. Reigns has done perfectly fine.
Well, I mean, there's a testament to the fact that that the three of us have 3 different ideas of who's been showing off the most.
You know what? Look at that. I think you guys planned this though, didn't you? Yeah.
Well, it's easy though because Reigns is the muscle, Rollins is the fast guy, and Ambrose is the promo guy.
The smart guy.
But they can all wrestle fine, so it's like they don't have a weak point, which is great.
But you notice who's been making all the pinfalls though. You notice that, right?
Well, yeah, because they're too busy having Reigns beat the shit out of people on the outside of the ring, and Rollins has to do a dive. So Ambrose is pretty much all that's left. So they're just like, okay, you can cover him, I guess.
He's all that's left? No, he is unofficially the leader of the Shield. Unofficially. Just want to put that
I don't know. I think Reigns is the leader of the Shield, actually.
Reigns? No.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I think it seems like Ambrose is the leader of the Shield.
Yes. I know. I'm just trying to piss him off.
Thanks for being official. First of all, did you guys see their intro? Well, obviously Rab didn't, but they came in on a fucking helicopter tonight.
Yeah, they brought them in like 4 Horsemen style. They came in on a helicopter, and then they got into like a limo, and they drove them to the arena.
They finally came in on the helicopter that people have been saying they should have come in for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And
I don't
listen,
understand why.
Like 2 weeks late, Vince was like, "I've got a great idea."
And they're so badass that when everybody gets off a helicopter, they duck down a little bit so they don't get their fucking head cut off. They're so badass they just walk straight through. Like fuck it, if I get my head cut off, it gets cut off.
Did you notice though? Ambrose actually did kind of duck his head a little bit because he was a little afraid, but Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins just walked like badass.
He didn't duck because what he did was he kind of took the lead. If you go back. And watch.
I mean he's kind of sidestepped.
Charged to get in front.
No, he did. Yeah, he stepped aside like a little bitch a little bit and kind of waited for the big boys to walk first, and he'd follow him.
I don't think so. I think you viewed that totally wrong. Totally wrong.
I did notice Taker wanted to work with Ambrose more than everybody. Most of Taker's offense was on Ambrose, so.
Yeah. I mean, he's good. He can sell good, too. I mean, maybe not Mr. Rollins good, but Dean Ambrose, he's been through some crazy. I've seen the shit that Dean Ambrose has taken. But a lot of people don't know this. I used it in one of my music videos did a while back. Dean Ambrose has taken in CZW, of course, at Tournament of Death, the most ultra-violent show on the planet.
That
He
12
took,
people saw.
yeah, which basically 18 people saw it, me being one of them. He took do you guys know what a Sawzall is?
Isn't that the clown guy, the carny guy that they had debut for SmackDown Fight MVP?
It's a power tool. No, it's a power tool.
A saw?
Yes, a
Thought
saw.
it was
Basically, it almost looks. It's hard to. Hold on, let me.
What did you call it?
Sawzall. It's called a Sawzall. Hold on.
Yeah,
Sawzall?
yeah, Kazarni.
Hold on. Let me type this in here.
Kazarni got fucked, by the way. I thought he had a potential.
Here. Type in Sawzall. Hold on. I'll just give you a fucking link, even though.
I'm just gonna have you describe it to me because I'm
No,
lazy and you need to describe this to me.
No, it looks like a long handled saw, and the blade goes back and forth.
So it's a saw.
Reciprocating saw. That's not a
Reciprocating. I know what a reciprocating.
Yeah, I know
saw
what that is
is.
too.
No.
Not sure what this Sawzall is.
Sawzall. That's what I call it. Sawzall.
Sounds like a Ghostbuster demon that they have to kill or
Sorry.
something.
Okay. The technical term, I guess I've just been calling it my own fucking word. A reciprocating saw. Everybody. Sorry about that. Everybody, go type in Google right now. Who's listening? Reciprocating saw. That right there. Dean Ambrose has taken that across the forehead.
You know what's great too is that more people are probably listening to this than actually saw him take that to the head.
And they are probably going to look. I'm sure it's on YouTube. I actually haven't looked it up on YouTube. But the wrestler that does it to him is called Brain Damage. By the way, rest in peace. He died earlier this year.
Oh, really? I'm shocked that a wrestler in CCW passed away.
And he was not on anybody's death pool. Thank God.
It's because nobody watches it.
Hey, I watch it. I actually. Oh, boom! Announcement. I posted on Twitter the other day. I just got John Moxley's story, Best of the Indie series. Dean Ambrose, by the way, in case you didn't know who John Moxley was, his indie name. Yeah, pretty much the best of his indie matches.
Cash-in DVD.
What? What'd you just say?
The new cash-in DVD.
Yeah, it's a cash-in DVD.
Cash? What does that mean? Tell me.
That means that the company had some money and they're like, we own this footage and we're going to take advantage of the fact that he was in our company and we're going to sell out.
Oh yeah. Well, no, this is not just one. It's if you guys are big indie guys, anybody big indie guy would know that Smart Mark Video has a lot of they distribute a lot of indie shows, DVDs.
I don't know. I never saw him at PWG, and that's all that matters.
This actually, they made this in 2011, so it's older. But anyway, it's got a hour and a half long shoot interview with him on there. And you know what? I'm not plugging it, but you know what? If you want to do it, I would check it out. It's pretty damn good. If you're a Dean Ambrose fan, just want to point that out. He may or may not be drunk in his interview, but that is what happened, and it's good. It's a good interview. But other than that, yeah. So basically, Dean Ambrose leading the Shield is my Rainbow Roundtable segment moment.
How do you feel about AJ becoming the new Divas #1 contender to face Caitlyn?
You know what? I see you throwing this out there, and I think it's a good idea.
I think it's going to be awesome. Yeah.
They're going to have her title.
The Chick Busters are back on top.
That one Raw match they had where they fought for a couple minutes, they were beating the shit out of each other. So I have a feeling it's going to be a great match.
Yeah, and then you're going to have, assuming she wins, then you're going to have Ziggler.
Yeah,
her and Ziggler with the titles.
Do you think AJ is actually legitimately boning Ziggler in real life? Because I do.
Yeah, I
think they're a
do.
couple. I think they're a couple, yeah.
Like she cried and shit when he won the title.
Yeah.
That's just.
It was just like Lita and Edge. It was like the same thing. I was reliving again.
But do you think she was boning everybody else that she was doing stuff?
Well, no, I think it was probably.
It's like they play like they act like they are this is wrestling.
Oh, I know that, but I mean.
No, I think it's Ziggler though. I think is tapping that.
Well, I think Creative probably did what they.
So lately.
Creative did what they probably normally do, though, is when someone there's a couple backstage, they generally put them together eventually because they're they're together, they're gonna have good chemistry together, obviously. So they were probably a couple before they put them together, and they just rolled with it, and there you go. And then I also think Ziggler's tapping Big E. So. Yeah,
I was about to say there's been a bunch of.
I think they all have weird three going on.
I want to see Ziggler hit the zigzag on Big E's giant, enormous dick.
Somehow,
It's the devil's threesome.
I don't doubt that. I don't know why. I don't doubt it. They have a lot of Twitter stuff going on. AJ and Big E.
Yeah,
They're
they
like
do.
kiss. Well, not that much.
What?
I was talking about Ziggler and AJ post stuff on their Twitters, like giving each other kisses and
Oh,
stuff.
do
that,
they?
like-
I didn't see that.
yeah,
I just see what AJ and Big E do on their Twitters.
yeah. They play with
usually
My
very
Little
funny.
Ponies.
But yeah, let's see. What else do we got to talk about? What time is it? Have we win our time length yet? Jeez.
I don't think so. We're almost there.
We're almost there. All right. Should we talk about the Saul?
I have a story because nobody cares. Trust me. I have a story though that I think is funny that I think Rab would enjoy. Because my buddies went to Wrestlemania, so it was my friend Justin who I don't know if anybody watches. I know you watch the one that does AH
Yes,
the booze tasting.
Unfortunately,
Okay, so-
I know everybody's name.
All
I
right,
know.
so it was him, A-Rock, and Chris Reckless. They went. Well, Justin saw Maria, right? Ring of Honor, WWE Maria.
Oh yeah.
And so he saw her, and he walked up to her, and he just started talking to her and whatnot. They were at like a convention thing, and he just like he said she's super nice and whatnot, and he's just like, because he had already asked, he saw Roderick Strong and Eddie Edwards walking around, and he took like a drunk picture with them because they were just hammered walking around, and so he just assumed, he's like, hey Maria, can I get a picture with you? And she's like, oh my god, of course. She stood up, they took the picture, and he's like, oh, that's so awesome, thank you. She turned around, she goes, that'll be $20.
Oh.
She Virgiled him.
Oh, holy shit. After the picture?
Yeah, after the picture, she didn't say anything before. She's like, "Oh, sure, honey." They took the picture, and then like she totally was just like, "That's $20."
Wow.
Oh my god.
What did he say?
Paid him. Oh, he gave her the $20 because he's a little bitch.
Now this is Justin that this happened to?
Yeah, it was Justin.
Oh,
Justin
man.
said. Yeah,
That's-
I thought that was really funny.
Wait,
I
was
guess
this? You said a convention. Was this WrestleCon?
I guess. I mean, I don't know. It was. I guess it was at like a hotel or something. So
Okay.
yes.
I
Sure.
don't know if it was at a hotel or not.
I
but
don't
I
know.
know
Looked like
WrestleCon
the picture
is-
looked
yeah.
like it was, but I just thought it was funny that she turned on a dime to get her $20 from him, because you think like Maria made more money than that, but she's just as carny as Virgil.
Really now?
Hey, they gotta get their money somehow, man. She ain't
Yeah.
working for the big guys.
That's true. The picture he took with Eddie Edwards and Roderick Strong though was hilarious though, because they are just hammered in that picture. Just hammered. They were just there as fans too. They weren't working or anything. They were just walking around.
That's depressing because Maria was like one of my favorites.
I love her.
I'll give her seriously.
$20.
I would give her anything she wanted.
Yeah, I mean, I bet you he probably would have given her the $20 for the picture had she asked beforehand, because he really likes her.
Yeah, that's kind of shady.
But it was
though.
just funny that she had to pull the classic Virgil, in order to think she could get the money from him.
I don't understand that. I guess that's what Virgil does. I know I've seen a picture of him in a subway or something, but
Yeah, didn't I explain that on the last Jobber Radio or no?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I didn't.
Okay.
Hear
I know of it as well, but I don't
Okay.
think you mentioned the last one.
Well, Virgil is the king of that. Like one of the stories I was reading, and it's not just one. There's like tons of people that have had this happen. So he does this. One of the conventions, this one guy walked up with his friend and his girlfriend, and they're like, "Hey, is the $1 Million Man there?" Because what Virgil does is on the poster behind him, he has it say, Virgil and the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. But
Mhm.
Obviously Ted DiBiase is never there.
yeah.
So it's exactly for this purpose. They walk up and they're like, "Hey, where's Ted DiBiase at?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I mean he's around." He wasn't. So all of a sudden Virgil starts playing the con game, and he's like, "Your best fucking friend," is what they described it as. They were like, he's like, "Hey man, you want to get a picture with Virgil? I got the $1 Million belt. You want to do that? Hey, come on, let's do this right now. Oh, it would be great." He's like, "Oh, you want your girlfriend? Your girlfriend in the picture too? That's great. Let's do it. Oh, and you want this 8x10? Look at this thing. I mean, this is one of your favorite moments, holding up the $1 Million belt. You want this." And so he's just like totally buttered him up like crazy, right? Hasn't mentioned money at all. They take the picture. He signs the 8x10, hands it to him. He goes, "That'll be $80."
Holy
And-
shit.
So the one guy's just like, "Oh, what the hell just happened?" Right? Like,
Mhm.
holy shit, Virgil just totally fucking Jewed us. And no offense to Jewish people. So,
How dare you?
oh,
Hey, I do it too. I do
Yeah.
it too.
so then they're like, oh, I don't know, like, I don't think we're gonna be able to like afford that. I don't really want to spend that kind of money. So then he gets mean about it. So then he's like, "Hey man, like, you better pay me." Like, and I don't know how you'd ever be scared of Virgil. I think I'd laugh at him if he ever got intimidating with me, because
I
I could
would
probably
too.
kick Virgil's ass, and that's kind of sad because he's an old man.
Yeah.
But like they paid him the $80, and I guess what happened was the friend, because right next to Virgil was Mick Foley. He was in the booth next to him. When they handed him the $80, the friend said that Foley kind of looked over at Virgil and just kind of shook his head like, "God damn it, Virgil got another one," because that's how Virgil makes his fucking money.
That is pretty damn awesome, though.
It's
I mean, I'd be
but
furious.
it's sad. It's sad though. I mean, fucking Virgil. Like that guy was in WCW when they were giving away millions of dollars like breakfast cereal,
True.
and he didn't save his money. Like,
What did Virgil do? I mean,
Virgil was in the NWO. With,
I know that. I know that. I mean, like, what the hell? Fucking was he known for like drugs or anything, or did he just like blow it on random shit?
No. I mean, what university do you think Virgil went to? Like, where do you think Virgil learned how to like manage money? What?
I don't know. Mick Foley doesn't seem. I mean, he's smart, but it doesn't seem like a fucking scholar, and he saved his money just fine.
Yeah. I mean, yes, Mick Foley.
Look, I'm not saying you have to be smart. You know, you have to go to. I'm just saying these people don't like. The way they live has nothing to do with the way they think.
True.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
You
I mean,
yourself, you can make tons of money and be retarded.
there was a picture.
Of course, he doesn't know how to save his money. He never had to learn it.
There was a picture Cole Cabana posted of Virgil at like a local small wrestling show in front of like 20 people, and Virgil was in sweatpants and a sweatshirt wrestling.
What?
Like, Jesus Christ.
I seen the picture in the subway.
Subway, I was about to bring that up too. He
I
is
seen that one.
hawking his 8x10s in a New York subway.
And I didn't know the whole story about him like screwing people over. I was about to say Jewing people. About him screwing people over, and I felt bad when I saw the picture. I was like, man, that sucks. He really is falling on some hard shit. I felt bad for him.
Oh, not anymore. After that story, like apparently, like he just to be a dick to somebody like that and trick him into like $80 worth of crap. I'm sure they could have haggled him down, but they were scared. I mean, they could have thrown $20 at him. What the fuck is he gonna do? It's Virgil. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Nothing.
probably would have took it.
Yeah, I'm sure he would have.
He aims high though. Holy shit, $80 for a signed picture?
For what was like 2 8x10s and a picture with 3 people.
Oh, okay.
So that's what he was getting at.
Man.
Yeah. Oh, Virgil. Oh, Virgil. It sounds like a sitcom on Fox.
Bing. Oh man. So yeah. If anybody got anything else, anybody got anything to plug?
I support Caitlyn to retain the women's title, but I'm okay if AJ wins it.
Wait, what? Are you a Caitlyn fan?
Caitlyn's fucking awesome when they let her.
I also like Caitlyn, but come on, we need. She's not doing anything with it.
But if AJ wins it though, she's not gonna do anything with it either. She's just gonna.
No, she's gonna look pretty with it next to
Yeah,
Ziggler.
exactly. But like, I like how Caitlyn does like power moves and stuff. It's refreshing in the.
I like Caitlyn too. I'm just saying, at least if AJ has it, like she'll have it next to Ziggler.
How about instead of just using it as a trophy, they actually let Caitlyn fucking do something with it then instead of keeping her off pay-per-views and Raws and SmackDowns?
No.
That is true. If they do give it to AJ, I don't know how often she's going to defend that shit.
Never. Fucking never. Unless one of the Bella twins needs a match. And apparently, I guess the Bella's only signed back with WWE because now they're going to be in like a reality show for divas or something.
Why are they back? I mean,
who cares?
I mean, they got great. They're hot. I mean, they're super hot. So I'm okay that they're back.
You know what? Did you guys see I was watching Raw when they were fighting and the King said something about the one of them's bigger than the other one.
Yeah.
That was fucking awkward as hell. And they they fucking jabbed at him the entire night. Like, which one's the big one? But no, I don't know.
Someone's wondering. Nikki is the.
Nikki's the bigger one. Okay.
Nikki is the one with the twin magic, if you will.
And wait. One of them's with Daniel Bryan.
That's Cena, and Brie is with.
Yeah. Nikki's with Cena, and Brie is with Daniel Bryan.
So the bigger one is with Cena.
Yeah, Brie's way hotter. I don't like the fake boobs. They both were perfect as is.
I agree. I thought they were fine the way they were.
Look at that. Hey, I knew we were going to squeeze some. I knew we were going to squeeze some boob talk into this episode. I knew it. Yes.
Yeah. That's got to be weird when your gimmick, like your business, is being twins and looking exactly the same, and then your bitch sister goes, I need bigger boobs because I have a low self-esteem, and John Cena won't tap it unless I have bigger boobs.
You know what? I think it's Cena's fault. I'm just going to go out there. I think he's like, you know what? You're gonna need some bigger tits if we're gonna make this work out.
He compares
Wow.
every single chick with Mickey
Cena's
James.
an asshole.
He's like, hey, your ass is perfect, very Mickey James-ish, but your tits, we need to work on those. So go ahead and get those bigger. Let me know, and I will give you the naked attitude adjustment.
You brought it up. I have to say, of all time, Mickey James was my favorite diva of all time.
Well, no, but Mickey James was tapping Cena, so that's why he uses Mickey
What?
James as. You didn't know that?
I did not know that.
Everyone
That's
knows
that's
that.
who he was cheating on his wife with.
Mickey James?
Swear, yeah.
I thought it was Kelly.
No,
Also-
well, he may have also tapped her, but it was confirmed that Mickey James was tapping it with Cena for like a year on the road while he was married.
Is that when Mickey was still working there, or was she with TNA?
Yep.
Then?
That's when they were doing the Piggy James storyline, which is because she's a fucking whore and she was sleeping with everybody.
Oh my! She was sleeping with everybody. Oh man, I'm crushed right now.
Yeah,
Crushed?
I never.
You thought she was innocent?
I mean, maybe if she
Innocent
was just
looking
boning,
face
if
who
she was
did,
just
like porn before.
Doesn't it make sense though? Because you remember when they released her, everybody was like, "What the fuck?" Like,
Yeah,
that's
I was.
their number one. Well, that he broke it off with her, and she probably didn't like that. And he's like, "Hey Vince, get rid of this stupid bitch." Vince, "Hey Mickey, you're fired, stupid whore." That was it.
You know what? That's kind of depressing.
Yeah, it was Kenny Dykstra because he was the one that was engaged to her, and then Cena. He found out that her and Cena were tapping boots, and that's also why Dykstra was fired.
I remember that piece of shit. I never liked that dude.
But isn't that funny though? That Cena is like, what was it? Also, Tyler Rex was the one that came out and said that one of the reasons he left is that he couldn't stand Cena because when he started doing, remember when he first came back as Tyler Rex, and it wasn't the surfer, he was like the badass with the beard and everything.
Yeah, the crazy looking dude.
His finisher was the burning hammer, which is basically a reverse attitude adjustment, right?
Mhm, yep.
And first time he did it, Cena came backstage and basically talked him down, and then went and caused some like political shit for him, and caused him to lose his push pretty damn quickly.
Yep,
So
I heard about that.
Cena is political as fuck apparently, which is kind of shocking because he comes off as not.
You know what? I don't think it's shocking at all because he's the guy on top. If you're going to be the guy on top, I think you got to be.
I agree with Bomber. That doesn't seem surprising at all.
Yeah.
To me, it did at first. I don't know why.
I mean, he goes and like pets the heads of all like the kids
I
with cancer
believe
and
the
everything.
gimmick.
Yeah, I mean, he gives all the kids with cancer hope, but he's still like fucking all the divas and shutting
Yeah.
everybody
I mean,
down.
Who wouldn't? Like, look at the lists that Batista and CM Punk. They at one point they were competing to see how many divas they could fuck. So,
Batista?
oh come on, you
Yeah.
know Batista, right?
Yes, I know Batista.
Okay, thank you. Fuck.
Who did he bang? I didn't know.
Oh my god. All right, Rab, do you know?
Like all of them.
Okay,
all
Kelly-
of them.
It'd be a shorter list to say who not.
Like, well, is Kelly? Oh wait, hold on. Let me pull it up real quick so I have an official
Kelly
list.
famously.
You have his list.
Melena, that's a whole different thing.
But God damn, I can't spell Batista.
What?
Have
Not that long.
sex with. All right, we're gonna find it. There you go. Who did Batista have sex with? I know. Okay, Melina was one. Kelly was another famous one.
Oh, did John Morrison know about that?
Yes, that's one of the
How do you
reasons.
not know this story?
I don't know like the dirt on these people like that. I didn't know much.
That's why Morrison didn't get like a push because what happened was he found out that Melina was tapping Batista, and then he went to confront him in the locker room, and he didn't actually confront him. He chickened out and backed out.
It's funny.
And the story is that Vince found out about it, that he didn't confront Batista on it, and he's like, so he could never really see Morrison as a tough guy, and that's why every time they gave him a push, they kind of bailed out on it.
Really?
He also tapped. What was
Famously,
it?
Batista was basically like, well, tough titties, motherfucker.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I'm gonna keep fucking your girl.
Oh, Rosa Mendez.
Okay, yep.
They claim Tiffany was one of them, which I don't know if that's true because I'm just now hearing that one. And one of the black ones, I can't remember which one she was. Was it like Crystal or something? I think it was Crystal. I think that would make sense.
Was it the Felicia Fox or wait, Alicia Fox? Is that her name?
No, she's banging Wade Barrett right now.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. No, but I mean, he went through like 5 divas in a row. In his book, he talked about his relationship with Melina, and Batista was just like, I just really like women.
Yeah, I also heard that he like cheated on his wife who had cancer and everything. He's like, hey, I needed some love or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, that's kind of fucked up, bud.
I think Punk has a longer list, but they're mostly all like indie workers and
Yeah,
stuff.
they're mostly indie girls.
Yeah, he got to tap Daphne. I'm pissed. Daphne's fucking hot.
Daphne? I don't know about that.
I love the gimmick chicks.
I think
The what do you call it? Gothic chicks. There you go.
Gothic chicks. Yeah, I think you're on your own with that one. I'm not.
I'm not. I think Daphne has a huge cult following
Oh,
online.
maybe, but like in this room, I don't know about Rab. I don't. Want to
I'm part of that cult.
Yeah, I would pass on that. Now, he went out with Maria for a while, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now that
he
was
actually
that's
dated her.
different.
Now Lita right now.
Oh yeah, he's lucky as fuck. Lita's
Wait.
hot. Don't care what anybody says.
Who?
He's CM Punk is with
Lita
Lita.
right now. Like right at this moment, he's
Yeah,
fucking
right.
his brains out.
Very
CM Punk and Lita?
Yeah,
He's
they were
currently
dating-
fucking her right now. At
Yeah,
this
he was-
exact moment.
He was tapping it when he was like world champion or something like that, and that's why he had issues with Matt Hardy over it. And then they broke up. He got with Beth Phoenix for a while. Then
I
Beth
know
Phoenix
that
broke
one.
up, and now he's back with Lita again because that was his date at the Hall of Fame ceremony.
Wow, you know what? I'm glad we had this conversation. I didn't
Yeah,
know
well,
all the backstage fucking.
Very smarky. Me and Rab are definitely smarks.
I guess
We
so.
are smart.
Gotta know who's banging who.
And I don't say that I'm a smart in the way that some people do, where they're like, I'm me, I know so much. No, I'm just some losery ass smart.
Yeah, no, it means nothing. I mean, they had sex, good for them. I'm lucky to have had sex in my lifetime. So, did you know that the rumor was that Kevin Thorne had sucked off Michael Hayes to keep his job?
What? The vampire guy?
Yeah, apparently
Oh.
he's bisexual. That came from Paul London, and I think Spanky confirmed it.
Yeah,
That
Paul
they were going
London's-
to fire him.
If you
Yeah.
want to find out who's fucking who, just talk to
Paul
London
London.
and Kendrick.
Paul,
Yeah,
how do those guys know everything?
Because they work at
Well,
WWE.
no,
I
everyone
know
knows
that.
everything, but they tell everyone.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, but apparently he sucked off Michael Hayes. So I guess that means Michael Hayes is bisexual as well, and I didn't know that.
Now, this is going to sound really fucking weird, but I watched something on YouTube the other day, like a 30-minute Donahue thing. You guys know who that is? Donahue?
Yeah.
Back in, I guess, 1990, early 90s or late 80s or something. And it was about steroid use. It was during the big steroid scandal. And it was about, like, the guys having to have sex with other dudes to keep their job, like higher-up guys. And I learned watching that Pat Patterson was gay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's like one of the biggest running jokes since the Attitude Era. Is
I
that-
didn't know that.
Dude, they
Oh my
call it
God.
the worst kept secret in wrestling.
Yeah. Oh my.
And I didn't know that. I didn't know it until I watched Donahue.
It's
I,
it's fame. They make jokes about it all the time.
See what happens when you're a big indie fan. You appreciate the wrestling. You
I mean,
get
that's
the
why they
wrestling.
called him Poop Stain Patterson.
I'd never heard that before, but that's pretty awesome.
In the Attitude Era, when he was feuding with Crash Holly, he was Poop Stain Patterson. It's because he's taking it in the ass.
Wow, see, I didn't know that. I never put two and two together. I just thought it was something weird that they were just going
I
with.
did find out that there's also a rumor that Batista tapped Velvet Sky at some point.
Really? No, that's
He is-
impressive.
Weird without makeup, man.
That's impressive.
She's pretty awful without makeup. Hopefully
haven't
she's
seen
her
it.
ring attire. She let the pigeons loose on his dick, and he had a great night.
I heard that Lita, by the way, is horrendous without makeup too.
I don't care. She's one of the hottest.
Oh,
you know, she's like,
I don't care. Just I'll let her wake up like an hour before me, and
take care of
I'll let her go put her face on.
Good show. See, good times.
You know what? I haven't learned this much about wrestling in a really long time.
No, you haven't learned this much about stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's
Wrestling.
backstage politics kind of.
Rab and I just know too much. The forum that I go on, which I think is one of the best wrestling forums out there, that'll be my plug for today, is the freaking awesome network forums, which I think is one of my favorite wrestling forums of all time. It's great. They have WWE, TNA, like general indie wrestling, and then off topic, and I visit that one regularly. That's pretty much where I find out who's fucking who.
Oh well, guess what? I am actually popping up the new forms for the thing soon, so you need to check that out. How about that?
Yeah, but you don't. Yeah, but see, you don't have like 100,000 people.
Oh no! I know
so
that.
I don't really care about your reform.
Hey,
Yes.
this isn't my forms. This is the TWR network forms for our fans.
Okay. Let me pretend like I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah, you are a son of a bitch.
You'll be happy though. I did listen to what was the big show that's on here?
Which one, the rant or?
Yes, the rant. I listened to about an hour of the rant about a week ago, and
Yes.
I had fun with it. Although I felt like I was just listening to our show again. Because it's like you listen to one wrestling podcast, you listen to pretty much all of them because we all sound the same. We're all just complaining and cynical.
Well, I have to make this announcement since it is our since we run 2 weeks at a time. We're not going to be on again until this takes place. But I want to wish the Rant the best of luck. They're actually leaving the network.
Oh, so I put an hour into something that's fucking leaving.
They're starting their own network. They are gonna be a direct rival of ours, actually.
That's the last time I ever tried to help out TWR.
You son of a bitch. But yes, anyway, yeah. So I mean, I don't have any like ill.
Was there internal drama that happened? That has to be the only reason.
There was a bunch of drama. Yes, there was.
Did Double A sleep with that other guy that Rab really liked?
There's no like brown ass people or whatever.
Rab,
fuck.
What's that one that you like?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The call-in show.
The Collins Show. What's that guy's name?
William Morgan.
So did William Morgan suck off the Rant host in order to keep his job, like Michael Hayes, Kevin Thorne status, and then it fell apart? Or
as I have to finish the thing, the Wrestling Call-In Show also is no longer going to be with the network.
Oh my god!
They are both.
Why are we still on TW?
I don't know. We haven't got kicked off yet.
Like Double A doesn't like us. Like he didn't invite us to his new thing.
He wanted to. He took it. Okay, I'm not going to go into like any big details. I'm sure there's. What?
Yeah, we really should be talking.
Yeah, wait, he's the one that was doing our recording, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah. Actually, Double A has been very helpful.
Yes.
He has helped us out a lot. Like John.
Rab, I think he's in denial. Rab, I think we just got the crappy let go, fired from your position.
We haven't got let go. Actually, we are very well liked here on the TWR network.
Who's the one that runs this network then now?
Double A does all that stuff.
No, like, Double A. See, you guys, God, you're gonna get us fired though because Jesus, you don't even know who runs.
Fired by who? The guy who would have fired us left.
No, listen. Okay, here's a quick breakdown for you guys. Double A, I'm gonna give you a quick breakdown. Double A and Jason Massey, who is Wrestling Randomness host, yes. They were the co-owners of the network. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm not going into detail. There will be like a show, I'm sure, later on where we're going to go into detail about this because.
I know. Just tell me who runs the network.
Jason Massey does, Wrestling Randomness guy. He is now solely.
We'd be fired for talking about the guy that's not even with the network.
Oh, God, he's probably going to be laughing his ass off. I'm fine with that.
All right. Well, hey, I want to say thank you to Mr. Double A as well because he helped us out twice to live podcasts, even though he probably didn't like me very much. But that's okay because I am in character in this podcast, and all of you can suck my dick.
Oh wait, we're supposed to be in character? Shit.
I'm in character all the time.
Can I be my Jigsaw character? I want to be my Jigsaw character.
Oh, I can't stand it when you do that. You need to just be you, bro. You would get views and followers if you were just you, but that Jigsaw character needs to die.
Oh man, my last one. Oh man, my last character one it's good.
How about you just be you though?
Oh, I'm not telling you. Me.
Yeah, you are though. You're fine on this thing.
I don't know about that.
Trust me. I'm a big star. I'm better than Smosh. Better than Epic Mealtime. I know Johnson look like shit.
I know Epic Mealtime. I have no fucking clue what Smosh is. I'm gonna be honest.
Don't even worry about it.
They're the most viewed and most subscribed YouTube channel right now.
Okay. My girlfriend just said that she likes. My girlfriend just said that she likes Smosh.
Yep.
She said she used to like Smosh. She just said it just now.
Yep.
I have no idea what it is, but
they are so popular. They have a Spanish version of their YouTube channel.
That's pretty popular.
Pretty popular, yeah. All right.
Zelda rap video.
Zelda rap video.
Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't watched them in like 3 years.
Yeah,
but
I don't know either. But
still though, I'm more popular than they are.
Well, good. You know what? I agree.
Thank you.
Because I know who you are. I have no fucking clue who they are.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
But anyway, everybody who, if you're still even there,
yeah.
if you're still there, thanks for tuning in. Episode 14.
Hang on slightly longer. We're going to tell you all the secret things happening here.
Yeah. Shady secrets.
But also, I just want to say, next episode, you better bring it, people, because it's Crossfire time. We're going back into the Crossfire.
So who am I going to beat this time?
We'll figure it out. I want to get a 3-way Crossfire going at some point. So
that sounds like the gayest porno I've ever heard of.
It might be. That actually sounds pretty terrible.
It's supposed to be one of the people in the 3-way Crossfire.
Yeah, but you know what? He hasn't made the last 3 shows. So
he hasn't shown up.
You know what? Peanut might be the newest member of the Rant Network.
Yeah.
You know what? He might have been playing this for a while behind the back.
That would be really funny.
But anyway, all right, guys, we definitely need to close this out, so we will, do some plugs and end it up. This is the TWR Network. I'm telling you, they got anything and everything you need. It's twrnetwork.com. We got all kinds of the latest news posts. We got great opinion pieces by Brian Cookie Cook and several other of our writers on there. If anybody says they work harder than Paul Jordan in the wrestling news business website industry, I don't know if that's industry or not, but if anybody says they work harder than that man, I want them to come to me so I can take out my little knife, stab him in the stomach, because it's not true. It's not possible. That guy is the hardest working guy on the planet, let alone on the internet. And he does a great job. We are very humble. We appreciate everything he does for us. Like I said, we got all kinds of new stuff on the site. And if you're not there just for the news, guess what? We got a 24/7 network. We're talking The Rant comes on Tuesdays, 8 p.m. every Tuesday night. You got Double A, you got Problem Child, and they usually bring on plenty of guests. If you want, you can call in on the show. You can be a guest on the show. They go for hours on end talking about anything you want to know about wrestling. They got wrestling, they got plenty of food talk. They got all the news in Florida that goes on. I'm just saying, if you're a wrestling fan, Tuesday night, 8 p.m., that is where you need to be, twrnetwork.com. Get in the chat and listen live and chat it up with everybody. It's a great time. And then, leaving a little Tuesday night to move on to the next day. It's 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, by the way. All these time zones are Eastern. What's going on? What's happening then? Well, first of all, you got Jabba Radio. You got Peanut, who is a worthless fuck. You got Bomber, who's, pretty decent. I can say that. You got Matt Zion, who, he's Matt Zion. He eats shit. And you got Rab, who, you know what? He's here every once in a while. We'll say about the 30% of the time he's here. We have a lot of fun on the show. I mean, you know what we're about. I don't even know why I gotta plug us, because if you're listening, you know what's going on. But we are part of what we call a double-sider on Wednesday. We're the first half. We're like the appetizer, if you will. Because the main course comes on at 9 p.m. Eastern time. We're talking Shooting from the Hip, the original Dan Phelps, Michael Classic, and the one, the only Sean Big Daddy Brown. These guys are really awesome. They are funny. They put us to shame, actually, in the entertainment department. I don't even know why we still put on a show. It is depressing. Every time I listen to Shooting from the Hip, they're just so good. They do all kinds of shows. Those guys are awesome. I love listening to them. They're a great show. If you guys are just sticking around for us, you're stupid. You stay on the network right now. You stay in the chat and you listen, because those guys know what it's about. They know how to put on a good show. And then Thursday night, the TNT Wrestling Power Hour. Now at 10 o'clock, they do NXT. That's way too many fucking T's, by the way. They got Tom Tyler at 10 o'clock. NX what? T. I'm telling you. All right, but anyway, they do a really good show. Tell you all about the up-and-comers getting ready to come in the WWE. Do a really good show. Good stuff, as long as Tyler makes it to the show, because he likes to sleep. But anyway, then Friday we got TGIX. I always kind of mess that up, but TGIX, thank God it's extra. You don't know what you're going to get on that show. I'm telling you, sometimes they cover controversial network topics, a little bit of drama that goes on here. They talk about you have no idea what's going to go on, and it's always a good show. You don't know who's going to host. It could be Double A, it could be Dan, it could be Jason, it could be Justin. There's no telling. You get anybody and everybody. Just you got to tune in, and if you don't catch it live, the only way to listen to it's on Extra. But if you listen to this, I know you already are an Extra member. I know it. And if you're not, shame on you. Go stab yourself in the eyeball and then subscribe. And that leads us right into Saturday night. We're talking about the double header as opposed to the double-sider. First of all, we got the Massey brothers, Justin and Jason Massey. These guys, they go on for hours. They'll bring on a couple guests every once in a while, see what's going on. But they'll cover everything. They cover every show. They break down each show, what happened, what you could have missed during the week. Every show, not just Raw and SmackDown. They actually do, believe it or not. They cover a little TNA. As terrible as that sounds, they cover TNA. They even talk about video games. They talk about everything. They talk about life, basically. If you want to listen to life, if you want to know what your life is about, you listen to Wrestling Randomness. And maybe you'll learn a thing or two. And if you don't listen to them, you're crazy. because right after they lead right into the wrestling call-in show with William Morgan, who, if you didn't know it, the man also is into the indie stuff just like me. He's into the indie scene. He's got anybody who calls in. You can call in if you want. It's the show for the fans. It's at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. I don't know if I said that, but I just said it again if I did. You guys need to really check them out. It's a really good show. Just like every show, I don't think I can say it enough. Every single show on the network is awesome. TWR Network. It's a great network. You need to step it up. Like us on Facebook. Follow everybody on Twitter. All right, guys. Well, that's about it. We're going to hand it on over to the other guys that are probably going to do a much better job than we just did.
OP.
See ya.